something 3 years, something 10 years. But let's say 5 years. So Dario Amodei, this was the Davos last year, he said the same thing this year actually. He reckons 5 years AGI. AGI is artificial intelligence, which is a general intelligence. So just think about this for a moment. It's better than us at all cognitive tasks. So it's better, cheaper, faster, safer than us at anything that involves thought, thinking, analysing stuff. So I've been a lawyer, a banker, I've got an accounting degree, hedge fund manager. Sadly, everything I've ever done, the value of it is going to zero. So I'm going to come on to, that sounds quite worrying, how you actually, what your defense is against that. I'm going to come on to. That's not just me, that's Google, Microsoft, politicians. They can see it coming. They just don't quite know how or when. And you might get a bit of an AI kind of bubble burst, and it might be flat for a few years, but eventually there'll be some algorithmic change or revolution, and they'll achieve AGI. And this is what you've got to start thinking about. So personally, and in your businesses, right, you've got to become, I don't know what word you want to use, proficient. I prefer to use a master at using this technology. Use it yourself, use it as a sidekick, use it as a sounding board. So who uses AI on a daily basis? Who uses it for things other than writing a card for mum's birthday? Who's made a photograph with it in the last week? Who's made a video of it in the last week? Who's used deep research? That's pretty good, it's pretty good. I did some room of lawyers and no one put their hand up. Literally no one put their hand up. That's pretty good, but you should all have your hands up. And I really mean that. Use it for every cognitive task. I'm doing this, what do you think? I'm preparing this, what do you think? Give it context. Tell it about you, your business, your life, your desires, your ambitions, both personally and business. Have different projects with different contexts and use it. Because that's going to be the competitive advantage, that's your edge. What you've got to think about, right, is that as we approach AGI, even AI today, so if you stopped all research in R&D today in AI, all of it, what we've got is what we've got, that's it. It'll probably take 5 years for everyone really start using it and for it to permeate into our economy properly, 5 years. That's just what we've got today. But it's getting better every day at an ever-increasing rate, it's accelerating. So cognitive labour, sort of going away really. So you won't be doing the grunt work, the prep, the delivery, essentially. You've got to be doing the strategy, the relationships, the human part. And then you're going to have physical labour. So it doesn't really affect people in this room. If you work on a building site, I reckon in my daughter's lifetime, you'll never get a human on a building site. You'll never get insured for it. Have any of you ever sat in a Waymo? And no one ever been in an autonomous vehicle? Right, well, so if you've been in a Waymo, it's insane, isn't it? And that's your moment where you think, whoa, things are about to change. When you're sat in a car that's driving itself, and they're coming to London this year, it just changes your view of the world. So robotics is coming. So think about that pyramid of value. It was all humans once. We did everything. And then you had the industrial revolutions. We filled it with technology, computers, and we ended up doing sort of less, but the pyramid got bigger. GDP, populations, working class, middle class, it got bigger. So there's more for us to do. That's not happening now. In fact, in most cases, populations are going to shrink, but the pyramid's still filling. So my personal view is there's going to be less work for humans to do within 30 years. So you've got to think about how do you migrate to the top of that pyramid and add value using the technology. Don't fight it, because that's a battle you are destined to lose. And that's personally, and that's in business. How do I use it to augment myself, to be better, to reduce risk, to learn more, move faster, serve customers better? I'm going to go into some of that detail now as well. So this is kind of like, you asked for this slide. So this is where we are, right? We're in a train, and it's going uphill a little bit, and we're going to end up stopping and getting into an elevator, but just don't really know when that is. And the thing about exponentials is, if you're following that little character there, and you're a bit behind, and he or she gets in the elevator and off they go, catching up's going to be a complete pain. It's going to be really hard, actually. So that's why nation states, governments, America, China, and we kind of talk about it, but they're obsessed with this because winner takes all. If you've got a broken business and you implement this technology at the right time, right, at scale, you're going to move a lot faster. You can access more people, talk to more people, you can serve more people. You move top of the pyramid, you're adding the value, but the technology is doing the grunt work. So my business, our strapline is grow your workforce, not your payroll. Well, I'll come on to that as well.